Yesterday, I received an email from an individual in my professional network. And in that email, the individual very politely asked for a conversation to be able to discuss a facilitation role that was available. And this role is volunteer-based. And in their email, they said, I think you would be perfect for the role. Facilitation is one of my strengths, and it would have been so easy to say yes to this opportunity. But in a moment's reflection of what is the purpose of my business and being very clear on that, it was exceptionally easy and without emotional drivers to be able to say thank you for thinking of me, and then to express that I'm unable to take this opportunity because doing so would water down my commitments and vision of my business. I wished her all the best in finding a facilitator that would also be perfect for the role. And her response to me after that was, I always admire professionalism. Thank you for being honest. And honesty is a byproduct of the emotional intelligence skill of assertiveness. Assertiveness is an EQ skill that lives in the realm of emotional expression. It is our ability to state and be willing to state our beliefs, our thoughts, our values, and our experiences in a way that is non-offensive and non-destructive. And in doing so, we are basically standing up to defend what our personal rights are, what our personal values are, what our personal mission, what our personal life goals are. And assertiveness is supported by, one, interpersonal relationships. So this individual and I have a relationship, and we've been developing it for years. And because of that, because she already knows me and she knows my character, she was able to read my response with exactly the intention that it was meant to have. Assertiveness is also supported by emotional self-awareness. So in defending my personal rights, my values, my vision for my business, and saying no to this opportunity, I was able to do so without emotional drivers. It could have been so easy to read this email and say, does she not know that this has nothing to do with my business? Why ask? It would have been so easy for her to interpret my response as, why would she say no? I thought we got along with each other. I thought she liked coming and doing these kinds of things. So easy to let the emotion drive it as a personal attack. And that brings us to the third emotional intelligence skill that supports assertiveness, which is empathy, our ability to understand the perspective of another person and then behave with respect to that understanding. And the exchange that I had with this individual in my network was exactly a perfect demonstration of both of us using our emotional intelligence. So I implore, as we think about going about our day-to-day activities and tasks and responsibilities, are we grounded in understanding our emotions and in regulating those emotions in order to move forward with objectively looking at what's happening, in expressing and communicating our intentions with clarity so people understand where we're coming from, instead of leaving the waters really foggy or muddy or murky and not really expressing, we leave room for interpretation. And one of the things that really kills intention and kills relationships is withholding information when we speak. So I encourage, as you look to develop your emotional intelligence, one of the things that you can do is to articulate your intention. Where are you coming from? What is important to you? Put that at the front end of your communications, because when you do, it strengthens relationships because it lets people know more about you and what is important for you. It also removes any misinterpretation of what you're intending to have happen when you're about to say the rest of what needs to be communicated.